It's me, your little boy, K. Samson. They judge you wrongly. Now they are intimidated by what they are seeing. Let me tell you, choosing. There is something that my mom used to tell me when I was a kid. My mom used to tell me, well, this is Samson. Sometimes don't look at home and conclude that everything about that home is what is ugly. Meaning that if you see a building, there was a building in our house those days that my mom used to give me a parable. Because sometimes I used to ask my mom, why is it that life is too hard like this? My mom said, if you don't enter a home, you will not know how it is being built. Sometimes I will just be looking at my mom from head to toe. I say, Mom, why will you be speaking all this deep word? You know what I'm saying? But she said, when you grow old, when you grow new, when you become big, you will understand what I mean. What am I trying to say is this: there are people who counted you out, who judge you by what they believe or what they thought about you. There are people who concluded you even without being aware of what God have called you to do or to be. But today, many of them now are regretting why they ever do or judge you. Many of them now are regretting why they did what they have done. Many of them are now regretting why they make that mistake of counting you out too early. Trust me, a lot of people today are secretly so devastated because they counted you out wrongly. They counted you out wrongly because they never believed that something unique, something authentic, something marvelous can still grow out from you. That is why today you need to understand that majority of people around you are so intimidated by what they are seeing within. Majority of people around you are so pissed off because what they are seeing is not what they have been hoping. That is why you need to understand that they judge you, but now they are being judged by what they are seeing around you. They counted you out, but now God count you in. And that is why many of them are now like, how do you do it? How do you make it? How come you are able to succeed this? How come you are able to do these stuff? How come you are able to do these things? Because they never believe that it will be you. They never expect it to be you. They never thought it will be you. They never in their lifetime expect it to be you. So that is why they are now regretting why they have counted you out even without being aware of what God has said concerning you. This is what happened to Ezekiel. This is what happened to this woman called Esther. This is what happened to David. This is what happened to Joseph. They counted all these people out, but God decided to count them in. And those who count them out end up being intimidated by what they see. That is what Joseph said in the Old Testament. He said, what you people meant for evil, all glory be to God that he turned it for my good. So you have to understand that there are people who meant evil for every single move you take. There are people who expect evil, who expect bad things, who expect evil things to occur, but God decides to shame them by promoting you. God decides to shame them by putting an end to their evil setup. God decides to disappoint their devices, and that is why many of them today are unhappy. That is why they are filled with anger, because God have already put an end to their evil we're doing by promoting you, by doing you well, by elevating you. And that is why they are unhappy. Remain blessed.